Welcome to the project demonstration of solar power monitoring system through IoT using ThinkSpeak. And here we are going to measure the solar panel voltage along with current and wattage. And other than these parameters, we are also measuring the sunlight intensity using this GY30 lux sensor, so which will provide the light intensity. And next we are also going to measuring the temperature. And apart of these 5 parameters, based on the input voltage from this solar panel, we are going to controlling the output with help of this MOSFET. So that is called a MPPT. So MPPT is nothing but whenever we are getting the maximum voltage from the solar panel. So maximum voltage is nothing but if we are using the 12 volt solar panel. So now in our project we are making use of A class 12 volt 10 watt solar panel. But when we place this solar panel under the full sunlight, when it's getting the perpendicularly 90 degrees of sunlight, heavy sunlight, then it will provide the 18 volts maximum. So in order to equal the wattage, when the voltage is increasing to 18 volts, then the current will be decreased. So generally like to 10 watts, nothing but we need to get the around of 0.8 ampere. So when the voltage is increasing, then the current is decreasing in order to maintain V and I is equal to 10 watts. So in order to make it as a maximum power, so nothing but in order to get the maximum 10 watts, we need to decrease the voltage, we need to control that. So that is called a maximum power point tracking. Whenever we get the 14 volts maximum, then we need to hold the remaining voltage by sending PWM signal, that's pulse width modulation signals, means by sending the on and off signals to this MOSFET, we are going to controlling the output voltage from this solar panel. So while demonstrating, just disconnect this S to the S here, and then so from this potential divider circuitry and the shunt resistors, we are going to measuring the voltage of solar panel. So here the voltage divider purpose is we are getting around of 18 volts. Then the microcontroller can't measure the 18 volts directly because it's a 5 volt operated device. So in order to step down that, we are going to dividing the potential divider circuit. So that is 10:1. When we are getting the 12 volts from the solar panel, the microcontroller will get 1.2 volts. Inside the microcontroller Arduino, we are going to multiplying that to with 10. So then we will get the 12 volts. So like this, we are going to measuring the voltage along with current also and wattage and temperature with help of LM35 and GY30 as we discussed, lux meter, lux sensor. And coming to the interfacing connections, so here the solar panel voltage sensing module connected to the A1 of our Arduino Uno and LM35 at A0, and this sensor GY30 is A4 and A5 because of there is a SDA SCL pins for this module. And the total 6 parameters: voltage, current, wattage and lux along with MPPT duty cycle percentage and LM35 data. These 6 parameters will be uploaded to the ThinkSpeak cloud platform by making use of ESP8266 module, as well as continuously the data will be streamed onto this 16:2 LCD screen. And here we have provided the one charging circuitry, so which is just for charging this battery whenever the sunlight is not available. And so for that we are going to provide the 230 volts to this cable. So this is a cable, we need to provide the 230 volts to that, and then there will be light indication on our charging circuitry, we can see that. So coming to this transformer, so which will step down the 230 volts AC to 12 volts of AC, and after that the particular 12 volts AC voltage will be converted into pulsating DC with help of these 4 diodes. As we know that the 4 diodes are used to convert the AC to DC because these 4 diodes are connected in pattern of bridge rectifier. And next after that, in order to remove the pulses, we are going to making use of capacitor which is of 1000 microfarad as well as 7805 regulator. So after this 7805 regulator, we will get constant 5 volts. So when we provided the constant 5 volts power supply to our Uno board, Arduino Uno, so then it start reading input from this input module as well as the output controlling MOSFET and sending data to the cloud through this ESP8266 module and LCD. So the LCD interface rate 227 and ESP8266 module interface rate 8 and 9 pins, and the next MOSFET is connected at 10th pin because it's a PWM output pin. And so let us see the demonstration. Before switching on this kit, we need to enable the hotspot in our phone. So just I enable the hotspot along with data. So these are the parameters for the hotspot. So just go to your personal hotspot in your phone, just enable the hotspot project 4612 without any space, without any capital letter, and password 129, and then after on the hotspot, then on the data, and then switch on the kit. As I enable the hotspot and data in my phone, so just connect this nothing but Arduino to the A slots, A to the A directly. So done. So if you want to charge this battery, just disconnect that, then the light indicated is working. Right, so there will be a welcome message on my screen, as well as we can check your hotspot settings, then automatically the ESP module connected to your phone. So now we can see this. So now with this room lighting, so we are getting of 1.3 and 1.6 volts, and this is the ampere rating current in order to like neutralize the 20 watts of power, and the wattage, as well as this is a degree centigrade, nothing but 30 degrees centigrade, and 57 is the lux. So just I am covering this sensor, you can see that it's decreasing, and I open that, it will be increasing, and this 19 is a pulse width modulation. Okay, so these 6 parameters same will be uploaded to the ThingSpeak. And now just log into your thingspeak.com thingspeak.com with your credentials. So just log in. So there we can see this live data is uploading to this. So you can see the PM now. The same data is coming here, right? Okay, so these are the 6 parameters we are getting. So voltage in V, current in amperes, and power in watts, and PWM duty cycle, how much of percentage it's controlling, and next sunlight in lux meters, and temperature in degree centigrade. So in order to download this data, just go to data import and export and do download. So only go with the tabs, don't go with other tabs. And after downloading that, so it will download in CSV, that's comma separated values. It will be directly fed to the Excel sheet. So there we can get the total data along with entry IDs, how many of entry IDs we received. Field 1, field 2, field 3 are named in our graph already, that is voltage, current, wattage, and lux, temperature, and the duty cycle. After downloading that, and now go to channel settings, clear the channel, okay, and now only do clear channel, don't do any other things, and private view. You are allowed to access private view, channel settings, and data import and export. Remaining you are not to touch. If anything goes wrong, then the problem will be the faced by the while getting the output. So now you can see this, the live data is coming here. So the data will be uploaded to our ThingSpeak cloud for every 12 seconds, as ThingSpeak will upload the data for every 12 seconds of duration, maximum 15 seconds. So continuously data will be uploaded to the thingspeak.com, and as I shown here, you can download the data for future reference also, right? Yeah, thank you.